#1 news. ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts streaming now.
On this hour of Eyewitness News, new details about the Chicago officer now facing criminal charges.
Plus, after several crimes leaving children dead, Chicago police are announcing their plans to keep children safe this Halloween weekend.
Later tonight, a fun-filled school. Universal Circus, surprising some kids in the suburbs.
And hands-on training in high school, the program getting teenagers ready for jobs in healthcare.
A 7-year-old boy, man, didn't get a chance to live life yet.
But first, a 7-year-old boy killed in a shooting while inside his family's Humboldt Park home. It's a heartbreaking story. That little boy was just in his hands when he was shot.
And tonight, police are searching for whoever may be responsible. Christian Picos reports tonight.
Family has been coming and going all day from the growing memorial outside the boys' Humboldt Park home. Meanwhile, Chicago police say no one is in custody as the loved ones of this 7-year-old try to process this immense and sudden loss.
Life is not fair. Innocent kids shouldn't be getting killed.
A small green soccer ball, a sign of that innocence, serves as a reminder tonight of the young life that once filled this Humboldt Park home.
A 7-year-old boy, man, didn't get a chance to live life yet.
That 7-year-old is identified by the medical examiner as Briscoe, who police say was killed by a stray bullet that pierced his bathroom window Wednesday night as he was just washing his hands. CPD says they believe the gunfire erupted in the alley behind the home on the 2600 block of West Potomac, where multiple shell casings were found. The child's mother, brother, and sister were all inside at the time. Police believe no one in the home was an intended target.
His brother and his other sister don't feel safe coming back to this house because of what happened to their brother.
ABC7 confirmed Akeem was just a second grader at Newberry Math and Science Academy. The school's principal released the following statement to parents today, writing in part, "Our thoughts are with his family during this difficult time. This loss is sure to raise many emotions, concerns, and questions for the entire school, especially our students." Mayor Lightfoot calling out the gunman today, hoping to bring closure to a family stripped of hope.
This didn't happen in a vacuum. There are people out there right now, within the sound of my voice, who know exactly what happened. You must come forward.
Neighbors we spoke with today say they heard as many as 20 gunshots fired last night. The school where the boy attended will have grief counselors available for students and staff. In Humboldt Park, Christian Picos, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Just tragic and heartbreaking. Thank you, Christian. Now, another child was lost to gun violence last night in Chicago. A 15-year-old boy was killed in an apparent drive-by shooting in the city's Greater Grand Crossing neighborhood on the city's south side. And according to our records, 298 children have been shot in Chicago this year. 41 of them have died. And there are fears that those disturbing numbers could only grow during the upcoming Halloween weekend.
Just like any other holiday here in Chicago, there are fears of violence. Chicago police say they are partnering with neighborhood safety groups. The idea is to have more eyes in neighborhoods as kids go trick-or-treating.
That's significantly different because police cannot resolve public safety, community safety alone. We need you.
Police also say there will be officers watching the transit system following recent crimes. Officers expect to see more riders taking advantage of the CTA holiday weekend.
We're going to switch gears and perhaps talk about the weather for this Halloween weekend here as we take a live look at the city. You can see some orange lights. Of course, the city is still paying tribute in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month with the pink lights, but people are thinking about Monday, and the weather looks like it's going to be spooktacular. Meteorologist Greg Ducha joining us on this Friday Eve, of course. Got your costumes ready, your babies are ready, you got costumes for your girls ready, Greg?
Everything is all ready. And the good news is, I mean, like Halloween's past, like I'm not getting the creeps from the forecast. What was it 3 years ago that we had the snow?
Oh, it was so cold.
Yeah, like And it was accumulation.
Yeah, it was like 3 inches, wasn't
right.
it? It was something. It was like 3 1/3 inches or something.
Yes.
Just absurd.
It's going to be beautiful.
It is. Yes. Spectacular. Did we use that one yet?
Yeah, no, I missed you.
Yes, spectacular.
Puns. We have an hour, though,
Okay.
and a couple days, so you got to spread them out.
Oh, what a big Halloween. Yeah.
Oh, see, a Halloween.
Hang on to them.
You know, we got some
Trick-or-treater
Dole them
bag.
out like candy.
good weather. Greg, go for it.
Yeah, thank you very much. 46-degree temperature out there in St. Charles, 52 at Midway. Winds are going to be in and off of the lake tonight, which is going to lead to temperatures in the city staying relatively warm, as my sneakers just squeaked. I don't know if you picked that up or not, but relatively warm, upper 40s, lower 50s close to the lakeside as low temperatures tonight. Further inland, though, we will see some frost. So when you look at this, I don't want you to think everybody's sitting at 45. There are going to be plenty of us that are down near freezing. That's just closer to the lake again because of those winds off of Lake Michigan. Tomorrow, we're going to be right back in the upper 50s to lower 60s, but we have 70s in that extended forecast. And our forecast beyond even the 7-day stays warm, upper 60s, lower 70s, probably through the first week of November. So make sure you get the Christmas lights up a little bit earlier. I think last November, we did the same thing. I'm going to have to go back and check that, where we had like the first week in the 70s, because I remember being up on the ladder putting up the Christmas lights a little bit early, guys.
Christmas lights already? Wow.
Yeah. Well,
No, don't light them.
Okay.
Just do it in shorts.
Okay.
yeah, that's
All right.
okay. Good point.
Yeah.
We'll take
Yeah,
it,
great idea, though. All right, now to an update on some breaking news we've been following all evening: an arrest of a Chicago police officer.
This follows an incident involving a taser that happened last year. Marco Simonetti is charged with aggravated battery and official misconduct. Liz Nagy explains.
Cook County prosecutors say a veteran Chicago police officer deployed his taser against an unarmed man who prosecutors say was cooperating with that officer's orders. Then prosecutors say the officer lied about it. All of this happened more than a year ago and was captured on the officer's own body camera. Chicago Police Field Training Officer Marco Simonetti, seen here in his first ever mugshot, is now an accused criminal charged with official misconduct and aggravated battery for unnecessarily deploying his taser. Just now out of jail, prosecutors say Simonetti's offense happened on the job in uniform in August of 2021. In a 3-page charging document read in Cook County Court today, prosecutors say Simonetti was responding to a call of a vicious person pulling on gates near 3500 North Normandy on the city's northwest side. Documents say Simonetti began questioning a man who'd been the subject of the call, who claimed he lived at the home. As the incident escalated, prosecutors say Officer Simonetti, man placed his hands on the hood of a car, grabbed the man by the wrists, and as he was denying arresting the man, prosecutors say that man took off running toward the home. Prosecutors say that's when Simonetti, identified as the defendant, started chasing the man who they called the victim, yelling, "I'm going to tase you," and "get down on the ground." Prosecutors say a short standoff in the yard ensued, with the man moving between standing and crouching. Prosecutors say Simonetti deployed his taser at the man as he was crouched with his hands on the ground, striking him in the forehead and arm and sending the victim face first into the ground, where they say that man began convulsing and lost consciousness. Police Superintendent David Brown responded to his officers' criminal charges this afternoon.
Generally, we don't respond to ongoing investigations from employment circumstances. So what I will say, we're in process of relief of powers because he was arrested, and that the investigation will obviously be ongoing and conclude with, at some point, some recommendation for ultimately disciplining the officer.
Simonetti stepped before a Cook County judge for the first time today. He's already posted the $5,000 bond that was keeping him in jail. We did reach out to the union that represents Chicago police officers, but they did not want to comment. Reporting at police headquarters, Liz Nagy, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Liz, thanks so much. And tonight we're learning more about a double shooting at a high-rise apartment building on the near north side. Police say a 24-year-old woman was shot multiple times at LaSalle and Oak last night. A 26-year-old man was shot in the head, and police say he likely shot himself. The case is now being investigated as a possible murder-suicide.
It was crazy. I was actually in bed, but I live on the front side of the building, so there was just a massive response from the police department.
And according To Chicago police data, crime has been trending in the wrong direction on the near north side for the last 5 years. And so far this year, 52 people have been shot in that neighborhood. That is more than double the number we saw at this point 5 years ago in 2017.
A warning from Chicago firefighters after a carbon monoxide scare on the city's southwest side. 2 people were transported to the hospital after getting sick from the noxious fumes in the Douglas Park neighborhood. Fire officials say a bad vent on the furnace led to the leak, and there were no carbon monoxide detectors in the home. Everyone, fortunately, is expected to be okay.
And the owner of a Rogers Park senior home has been fined $1,500 after 3 women died during a heat spell last spring. Autopsies linked to their deaths directly related to the soaring temperatures in the building where the heating system was left running. Their bodies were found on May 14th at the James Schneider apartments. Temperatures inside the building were in the 90s. A buildings department spokesperson says that the city officials did not have access to the autopsy reports when they reached the settlement, and that the fines were based on violations found during that inspection.
The former Michigan police officer who shot and killed a man during a traffic stop appeared in court today. This incident was caught on camera. Christopher Schur is charged with second-degree murder. He was on duty when he pulled over Patrick Loyola back in April in Grand Rapids. Dash cam and cell phone video shows a struggle between the 2 men. Loyola was shot in the back of the head and killed. Schur was fired from the police department in June. He could face life in prison if convicted.
And today, an update on the mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Texas. The Department of Public Safety Commission getting an update on the investigation as families of the victims call for the head of the department to step down. ABC's Morgan Norwood reports.
Tensions running high in Texas.
Hold those responsible accountable.
As for the first time, heartbroken families of the Uvalde school shooting victims come face to face with Colonel Stephen McCraw, the head of the Department of Public Safety, who in the aftermath of the massacre at Robb Elementary condemned the Uvalde police response. But today, families calling for him to step down, saying DPS officers who also responded to the shooting failed too.
It was 77 minutes that 91 of y'all's officers waited outside while our children were slaughtered.
The hearing marked the first public update from the DPS director since mid-July. McCraw telling families and the Safety Commission he won't resign.
If DPS as an institution failed, then absolutely, I need to go. Right now did not fail the community.
But families say it wasn't just about the police response, telling McCraw the aftermath of the shooting, where at times the timeline and details from McCraw tended to change, was just as damaging.
Mr. McCraw, you have all the resources in the world. You are from the state of Texas, and yet you come out, your staff comes out, and misinformation after misinformation.
19 children and 2 teachers were shot and killed with an AR-15 style rifle inside Robb Elementary. Nearly 400 officers rushed to the school but didn't go into the classroom where the gunman was inside with terrified students and teachers until more than an hour later. That slow response leading to a chorus of criticism. Today, Texas State Senator Roland Gutierrez demanding that McCraw be held accountable.
I'm going to keep pushing and demanding that this governor take responsibility and fire this person.
McCraw says the full criminal investigation will be completed and turned over to the district attorney by the end of the year. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
This year's Illinois report card shows the highest graduation rate in a decade. And students across all demographics showed learning growth that brought them back to pre-pandemic levels. One big concern, though, high levels of chronic absenteeism, especially among Black and brown students.
Parents also were conditioned during COVID that it's okay to keep my kid home. So certainly we want students staying home if they're ill, but we have to create the conditions where they feel like they want to be in school every day.
Educators say those conditions include addressing students' social and emotional needs.
And a Northside Elementary School is getting a new name. The Chicago Board of Education approving the change for Daniel Boone Elementary in the West Rogers Park neighborhood. The pioneer and Revolutionary War hero was also a slave owner, leading to a push for a name change. The school will now be known as Mosaic School of Fine Arts. School officials telling us tonight that the name chosen reflected the mission and vision of the school community. The school will be officially renamed for next next school year.
Getting a better idea of the growing struggle pediatric hospitals are having in keeping up with RSV cases. The respiratory illness filling up pediatric ICU beds across this state. There are 289 beds, half of which are here in Chicago. At last report, look at that, just 6% are open statewide. A respiratory therapist at Rush University Medical Center says that despite the crowded conditions at area hospitals, parents shouldn't be afraid of taking their child to the doctor, especially if they see certain warning signs.
You might see them tugging a little bit more at their neck. They might be breathing a little bit harder with their belly, or maybe they're even breathing in so hard that you can kind of see some ribs.
Doctors remind parents to keep kids home from school if they're sick to help stop the spread of viruses.
And Walmart is celebrating the grand reopening of 2 of its Chicago health centers. They have served both the Chatham and Austin neighborhood for nearly 2 years. The Walmart health centers now offering expanded hours and updated technology to create convenient access and affordable care for patients. Easy to understand pricing is also offered for the people with and without health insurance. Today's reopening was celebrated at the Walmart Health Center in Chatham. A local marching band was on hand for the event. The grand opening taking place in Austin, and that takes place tomorrow. That's how you do a reopening, right?
Get your vaccine and dance on in. That's going to help out a lot of people. A mountain lion first found and tagged in Nebraska is now moving across Illinois. The state wildlife officials say the animal is being tracked by a GPS collar and has been detected near Springfield. Mountain lion was first tracked in western Illinois in late September. While sightings are rare in Illinois, mountain lion, we told you about this, was hit and killed by a car on I-88 in DeKalb County earlier this month. It's believed that's the same mountain lion that was captured on that trail cam photo you just saw last month.
Wow. Well, now to the crowded field of candidates for Chicago mayor, which has grown once again. Cook County Commissioner Brandon Johnson officially announcing today that he is running for mayor. He sat down with political reporter Craig Wall to share why he thinks he can win.
Brandon Johnson is now the 12th person to join the race to replace Lori Lightfoot as mayor, and he does so with support from some powerful progressive groups and unions who are also expected to bring an influx of money to his campaign.
Let's change the city of Chicago. Let's bring revival to the city of Chicago.
Brandon Johnson, a former teacher, CTU organizer, and now Cook County Commissioner, jumping into the race for mayor, his campaign motivated by what he sees in the city and to see coming from City Hall.
There are families in this city who are struggling every single day to survive. And we do not have an administration that is committed in a real way to lead with boldness, with energy, with the ability to collaborate.
Johnson says Mayor Lori Lightfoot reneged on her campaign promises to support an elected school board and to reopen mental health clinics.
I am committed to fighting for affordable housing because I've done it already. I'm committed to a budget that speaks to equity and justice. I've done that already. I'm committed to making sure that we have fully funded neighborhood schools and a healthcare system.
But in the fight against crime, Johnson dodged repeated questions about accusations from Lightfoot that he supports defunding police.
Safety is directly tied to our ability to provide economic security. And if we're not committed to that, then we're not serious about having safe, thriving, healthy communities.
Johnson is 46, married, and raising his 3 children in the Austin neighborhood. He said he is not worried about his lack of name recognition.
The cool thing about being in this moment is that the city of Chicago has a long track record of electing people who did not stand a chance.
Johnson also said he's not worried about Congressman Chuy Garcia possibly getting into the race, even though progressives have been strong supporters of Garcia.
Progressives in this city, in this state, have made their decision. And that decision is for me.
Mayor Lightfoot, meanwhile, says she will be running on a record and is not concerned about Johnson's campaign.
Come one, come all.
Johnson's campaign has already gotten a $1 million commitment from the American Federation of Teachers, and he told me today some more substantial donations are on the way. Back to you.
Thanks, Craig, for the report. Learning how to save lives, the program in the suburbs that's giving high school students real-life experience.
This is a fantastic story you want to hear about. And this one, too, so much fun, plus paddling to adventure. think we should all do this. A new launch point on the Des Plaines River.
And the cutest Halloween contest of all.
Oh, baby.
You get to pick. You at home.
Yes.
You're running out of time to cast your vote.
All right. All right, look at that. It's so pretty out there.
It's pretty and chilly.
Yeah, you missed me because you made fun of me about, so my mom always said when, the boys make fun of you, they really...
We did, and Phil was here too earlier before Greg is here. We both missed you.
Well, that's a downgrade.
No.
There were puns, and what was the other one you said that I've got to go slow on?
I don't remember.
You called it two things. All right.
Oh, no, I was talking to Wendy, my wife, about you being back, and she's like, she said you guys missed her because you can...
Thank you.
But you let us gently rib you. Thank you for that. Because most people don't do that, Greg.
No, it's okay. It's with love. It's with love, and we like even match in that purpley, bluey.
I'll dial it in. I got my tie.
Yeah, I don't know what the tie. Like, what are you?
Yeah.
I forgot. Right, I know. I forgot to take it off actually, because I'm doing the 10 tonight with you.
Right, you do it every show,
and the 6,
so it's.
Got to take it off. Yeah. Do any puns? Any Halloween puns? Or we have any? We're saving them?
The bewitching hour. It's going to be such a treat and not a trick on Monday.
Sounds like it.
For the Halloween goers.
Greg, have you been up outside her? Can I just say, by the way, and if you watch us, she puts this candy jar out.
I hit that. Pumpkin.
And there was mutiny.
Right.
Yeah. Because you've been gone for so long. Like all was left was the dum-dums.
I would eat those.
I know, those are good.
Right.
So you came back and filled it. It was glorious. People were very excited.
I refilled it with all your favorites.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's, Snickers, Hershey's, Twix. Twizzlers,
I was on
gummy
the morning
bears.
shift a couple weeks ago, and I honestly, that was my breakfast for a few days.
What was?
Just eating out of that thing.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, you can hear Monica and Michelle just listing all the candies because you are a hero.
Crunch, Butterfingers. Better not put your finger on my Butterfinger.
Those Butterfingers, those went fast.
Yeah.
What are we going to do after Monday?
I know. Well, I think I'm going to extend it because Halloween is on a Monday and not a Friday.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to take it into...
Definitely Monday.
Maybe. Yeah, definitely Monday. Because sometimes young people come and visit us.
Yes.
They used to come trick-or-treat. Some of the family members, children. Disney has...
Anika, our assistant news director, was here with her daughter.
See?
I know, and I said, you missed Cheryl.
Oh,
you
she's my soulmate.
I know. But I think she took a dum-dum, but I'm not sure.
Good.
Okay. Well, she's got to come back. Greg, you ready? Your baby's got their Halloween costumes all ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
You got a theme?
What are they? Can you reveal?
I don't care.
Okay.
We're doing Little Mermaid theme.
Oh.
So the redhead is...
Yes, the natural redhead is
Ariel. Brooke, who's my 4-year-old, is going to be one of Ariel's sisters. And then I said, okay, Brooke, that's awesome. Like, we got this nailed. I get to be King Poseidon. No, she wants me to be the cook, like the French cook.
Okay.
Like a third-rate character.
Yes. Wasn't Shaggy that in the live play? Shaggy? Wasn't he that in the live play?
Yeah.
Well, who's going to the chef to cook the crab?
That's
who's going
me.
to be the crab? I mean, who's going to be the crab then?
Oh, well, see, that's
We have a
where
crab?
it starts falling apart. But I have a pot big enough to put my
Okay,
kid
well,
in.
you got to put a crab on your shoulder or
Okay.
something. I
Oh,
was
that's
looking for friends who are doing the same thing, and I found this huge fork, spoon, and knife. Like, yeah, to go with the pot to.
Wait, I feel like, can I use that? I'll be like Luminaire next year, like, and I'll, because don't they have like the silverware? Lumiere, the French.
Oh yeah, from the bell of the
from
the
Beauty and the
candlestick.
Oh,
the candlestick.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michelle is a huge Disney fan. She's got it all.
She
figured
just
out.
came back from visiting.
I know.
She's,
She had a good time.
Yeah,
Hey,
Mickey Mouse is her boss, though, so she had to
All
go
of us.
see her boss.
We're going to be on our best behavior. One last question for you. We've eaten all your weather time. Are you working with us next week? Can you share pictures of the big family?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
We want them.
Yeah. We'll definitely be doing that.
Boiling troubles.
And myself, do we have any? How much time do I have left for weather? Like, I'm ready. Yeah. Am I done? Seriously? Are we done with that?
No,
Okay.
Guy will tell you.
Okay,
We got plenty of
let's take a look. 54 degrees. I really don't care, to be honest with you. 54 degrees, our high temperature for today. Temperatures in the upper 30s for our low temperature during the overnight. And we've been streaky this month, but it turns out that after all these streaks, a whole bunch of above normal, a whole bunch of below normal, that we pretty much evened out to just about 3/4 of a degree below normal. Right now, winds are off of Lake Michigan. That's going to make a huge difference temperature-wise here through tonight. We've also got clouds in place, so it's not going to quite dip into the mid-20s. But I am watching some action here out off to the west, and as we do so, you can see the system as it leaves the Rocky Mountains already prompting that watch box there. That's a severe thunderstorm watch box. So this is sliding down from the Rockies, now on the leeward side of the Rocky Mountains. Here it is through tonight. It does produce some stronger storms, but also some heavy rain through central Texas. Now, why do I mention this? Well, first of all, it's noteworthy. 1 to 3 inches of rain here through Texas. But then as this moves up off to the north, look at that. We do get clipped by some rain by the second half of the weekend. So let's track that thing as it kind of makes the turn and starts trekking back to the north and east. Sunday will be the this, and that is indeed our next of rainfall in the forecast. It's until then. Sunday evening, likely after sunset. I know there are going to be some trick-or-treaters that go out on that day. Some go out on Saturday, some go out on Sunday, and some are actually trick-or-treating on the holiday itself. I'll probably be doing a combination of all three. But our lows here for tonight, they're going to be again in the upper 30s to lower 40s. Quiet until those Sunday rain showers. There will be some that drop to around freezing, not near the lake as winds are off of Lake Michigan, so they'll likely be in the upper 30s at the coolest. Same deal here. You're still getting kind of that lake effect to the south and southeast, but in northwest Indiana, you are not getting those winds off of the lake, so it's not going to be quite as warm as you see back off to the west. Taking a look at tomorrow's forecast, we hit 60. I'm going to skip through that and go to the weekend planner because it is a beautiful day tomorrow and on Saturday. Fantastic, bright sunshine. Again, Sunday is going to be fine. There may be a couple of scattered showers, mainly south of Interstate 80. The city could even get out unscathed from not seeing rainfall, or it could just occur so late that it doesn't even bug trick-or-treating that's going on. 60 degrees for our Halloween day. This is on Monday, but falling to 56 degrees by 7 o'clock. Really comfortable, no winter jacket on the actual Halloween holiday itself. And then we warm up. Check that out. 70 on Wednesday. 71 on Thursday.
She's listening
We're
to
in
you.
the beginning of November there, and that is going to be a trend that may continue all the way through next weekend. So
yes,
get the Christmas lights up. Just don't light them yet. If you can do it in shorts, it's better than doing it in gloves. For sure.
So, and you know the music, the Christmas music starts on Tuesday.
Oh, we had this conversation. I'm ready.
It's already sold out of the Christmas stuff. Like, it's all gone.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
ready.
I can tell you where to go
I'm
get
ready.
stuff. Like
that was a shoot because Cheryl's been gone the past couple of days. So the graphics, the Halloween graphics, that's
they're
Mr.
so
Bones.
cool. Mr. Bones, and then the witch.
I can't remember what we called her.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Winona? I don't know. Winona
Yeah,
the witch?
sure.
I don't know.
I don't want to get in too much trouble.
I love that.
Yeah.
The how she's like so happy
she
about
pops
the
out.
weather. Hey, yeah, I got you. Right?
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, high five. Can you high five her next time?
I can high five her.
Come on,
We
you
can
just
draw.
go, bam.
She
Ooh,
got me.
Okay.
I missed you guys a lot. I really missed you.
My shoes keep on squeaking, by the way. I got the Blazers
I
on
know.
today.
Did you get new sneakers? Is that so you can brag that you got
Yeah,
new
I am. I
sneakers?
keep on wiping them off like I'm about ready to, go
like
after
you're
free
in
throws.
7th grade.
Yeah, I saw him right away, and I told him, nice sneaks.
Yeah.
I like him. Yeah, he's shuffling his feet.
Very
Thank
comfy.
you. It's good to have you
All
back,
right.
too.
Just talking about really good weather. Yeah, there's a new way to explore the Des Plaines River near suburban Riverside.
A canoe and kayak launch is now open at Schutz Grove. It's the newest site within the forest preserves of Cook County for people to enjoy the river.
I like
also a new
this.
parking lot so you can leave your car and hit the river for your adventure. That's a great spot. Just that river is so beautiful and it feels remote when you get out there.
Like so peaceful.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing out there? We're outside on State Street and people are talking to us, but it's so serene, and the view to see the colors changing, and you just like relax. You get a little exercise in there. You're all by yourself.
Yeah.
That's like solitude and peace.
We could do doubles.
I would like to do that.
By yourself? Okay, fine. We're not doing
I don't think 2 people can fit in
We
one
get a
of the
canoe if you
can
want.
get the canoe.
Yeah,
okay.
The canoe.
All
But
right.
No, I get you. Just like being out there by yourself and listening. Big fan of nature.
Oh, you could bring music. Oh my goodness.
But that ruins it though. You
oh,
want to
okay.
hear
Yeah.
the water and the paddle and the leaves.
Is canoeing like crew, or you got to be really
Canoeing's
good?
like,
crew?
yeah, that's
Oh,
college
it's kinda,
level.
It's more okay.
Those-
Well, we could crew, all of us, the dream team, the stream team.
Right.
We could crew.
Yeah, right.
You know, and I'd just be I'm the
Oh, you're the one who yells.
coxswain.
No, yeah, you're a motivator. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd row like a dog, man. I'm motivated by that kind of stuff.
All right.
My nephew was the
I can
coxswain.
coach. Because my arms get tired and my shoulders.
They do?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have strong shoulders.
I did aerial yoga.
Really?
You know what that is?
It's in the air? Like in the
With the Little Mermaid?
Are you on an airplane? No, I don't know.
I think it's with the Little Mermaid, dude.
Okay.
Oh.
No,
It's like Disney. It's Disney yoga.
It is totally not none of
neither
that.
one of
Y'all
those
need
things.
to get.
Okay.
Y'all need. Oh God, you got me in tears laughing.
What is it?
I'll explain it
All right,
to
well,
you
next time.
All right.
an
Well,
airplane.
talking about Halloween, like he thought it was on the yoga. All right. And they played this song, Ghostbusters, at Air Yoga yesterday. I love the song. Some patients getting a special Halloween surprise this morning. Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, making a special visit at Laura Beatty Children's Hospital on Chicago's South Side. The children got to sit in the Ectomobile, see life-size slime, and meet all the Ghostbusters. The Spirit of the Children donated Halloween costumes for all the children to pick out. That's one of my favorite Halloween songs because I do have a Halloween playlist.
That's it. That's on it.
Yeah.
Those were elaborate
Who you
costumes.
gonna call?
Too. Yeah. Goes.
Okay, yeah. Is that all you got?
I know. I'm telling you, I've got to get back up to speed with
Yeah,
you.
oh, man.
Here's another adorable Halloween hospital story.
Yes.
These are the babies
Okay.
in the neonatal units at Advocate hospitals, and then they were dressed up by their parents. So right now, these deep sea
Look at
scuba
that.
divers are still leading the way.
Oh, they are.
With
That's
almost
so
6,000
creative.
likes. Yeah, the Irish dancing identical twins are insane with more than 4,000 likes. While all the babies are winners, the top 2 photos do get a prize, and you can still get your vote in on the Advocate Children's
Look at
Facebook
that.
page. So vote ends tomorrow, and we'll tell you, of course, just so we can show
Hey,
these pictures.
pumpkin.
Yeah.
Hey, sweet pumpkin.
They're all so cute.
I know, they're all winners. I think that's
So-
what they're going to say in the end, that
They
all
should,
of them
right.
won.
Advocate Children's
Superhero.
Hospital Facebook page. Get your vote in. Pick your favorite. I think they're all awesome.
Really creative, and we have to give a shout out to the parents
Yeah.
for being so creative and fun
But
and
it
being
probably
a part
helps
of this.
them too if they're a neonatal.
Yeah.
It helps them to just
Like,
kind of to
Forget
share
about what they're in there for,
whatever
and
it
have
might
some
be.
fun and laughter and love, and see the smiles on their faces. So, and of course, we keep talking about them too.
Right.
Their children are now famous across the world because we stream this, of course. So, good luck to everybody. We can't wait to talk about them and see the pictures again.
Yeah, I guess we're
Scuba
gonna do
divers.
right. The scuba divers were cute. We got to do some more headlines.
All right,
And there's
all
some we got to get to, right?
Well, it's good though.
Okay.
I think it's good. Inflation grows. It seems that people are loving the prices at McDonald's.
There was some good economic news
Yes,
today
it was.
too. Plus, a tribute to Kanye West gets painted over in Chicago. We'll explain why. More fallout for Ye following his anti-Semitic comments. A mural in Chicago's Fulton Market has been painted over. The artist who created this mural posted the new version on social media with the Chicago native you see cropped out. The artist saying, quote, "We need better role models." And Peloton is the latest company to cut ties with Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. The exercise company announcing it's pausing using his music indefinitely. Nearly 2,000 Peloton exercise classes used his music. And Skechers announcing Ye showed up unannounced at the company's corpuses in Los Angeles this week. He was escorted away from that building.
And tomorrow is the court-ordered deadline for Elon Musk to close the deal on his $44 billion acquisition of Twitter. Today, Musk tweeting a long message to advertisers saying he is buying Twitter to, quote, help humanity and to avoid the platform a, quote, free-for-all hellscape. That's in response to concerns among the advertisers that Musk is planning to cut back on moderating content, will allow a more toxic environment and drive away users. Advertising is the main source of revenue for Twitter.
It was at headquarters. That deal is done. As the price of just about everything rises, it seems more people are visiting McDonald's. The Illinois-based company announcing sales are up more than 6% this year. Prices at the fast food chain are increasing, but not as much as grocery prices have. Chain also believes its adult Happy Meals and celebrity partnerships have helped boost sales.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I think I had it in the last week. A couple
Oh, you
cheeseburgers
did?
and a Coke.
Ooh, yummy.
It was good.
What about the Happy Meal?
No, I didn't get that.
Yeah, you gotta get the Happy Meal. Remember, they have the adult dolls or.
Yeah, get the toy.
Yeah, see, our director, you know, got one, of course.
She did?
Yeah,
Oh.
Monica's probably saving up though for future.
Right, 'cause for her
something
little
future
baby
happening in
girl.
her life. Yes.
Oh, great, nice. Okay.
See, because she's thinking all different now because a new member of our Disney castmates will be coming in 2023.
I know.
We can't wait.
It'll be exciting.
Her name's gonna be Cheryl.
Nice. Now you know, Monica.
All right, we have a really inspiring story coming up after a break. You have to see this. It's about training for a career as early as high school.
Yeah, the first of a kind program that's preparing the next generation of healthcare workers. And
yeah,
just the volume. They were
you don't
excited.
even need, you know, any information on that. Yeah, that screams of joy and surprise as a circus visits a local school. You got to see this story too. It will warm your hearts. High school students have helping solve the worker shortage in the healthcare industry, and it's all thanks to a first-of-its-kind program in the northwest suburbs.
Mark Rivera has an exclusive look at the program teaching teens to become certified nursing assistants.
So are you guys going to turn?
This is not your everyday high school classroom.
I always knew that I wanted to go into healthcare.
And these are not your everyday high schoolers.
I get a chance to get into the healthcare industry way earlier than I expected.
We could have a career coming out of high school and start as a CNA.
Mia Melchert, Carson Hollander, and Stephanie Gonzalez are just 3 of more than 40 students who are set to start their healthcare careers as certified nursing assistants. And they haven't even graduated high school yet.
I have been so impressed with this group of students. They are highly motivated, they are determined, they are prioritizing their success in this program.
CNA program coordinator Andrea Mikulinich says it's part of a first-of-its-kind pilot in McHenry County. District 155 given a $1.5 million grant to start a program to train high school students to fill desperately needed CNA roles in the community.
Anything that you would typically do to care for yourself, a CNA can do to help you when you're in a time when you maybe wouldn't be able to perform all of your self-care skills independently.
But it's not just theory and practice at this brand new facility at Central High School. It's also real-world experience at Northwestern Medicine here in McHenry County for the first time ever, partnering with students and giving them a foot in the door and the potential for a career in the healthcare industry.
It's a unique concept, but I really think it's going to be a concept that continues to grow in the future because it is so needed.
Chief Nurse Executive at Northwestern Medicine McHenry Hospital, Katie Schmidt, says there are hundreds of CNA roles open right now in the county. The district says the students completing the program could fill about 1/4 of them.
Our goal would be to retain them and for them to eventually become NM employees.
And for these high school students interacting with patients, taking vitals, doing real-world clinicals, it's the chance of a lifetime. Career inspiration that started early for Stephanie Gonzalez.
So I feel like that just gave me like this desire to help others and be the advocate that other people need.
I get a chance to work with patients and be hands-on and already know what that's like at this point.
We had the opportunity to fill those voids.
Thank you.
Mark Rivera, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
These students could take their licensing exam as soon as January. It's a great program.
And it's a great school that I know somebody who went there, graduated from there, Hall of Famer sitting right next to him.
Right. But Mark and I both went to
programming.
Central. In fact, one of my good friends from high school, she's a nurse there, and had sent me a private message on social media saying we were going out there. And I just think this is a mold for. We had a nurse shortage during the pandemic, and this is just a great way for them to explore that career, and you're going to see this in more and more districts.
Jump, great experience,
Way early.
hands-on experience,
right.
And some of them actually want to be doctors too. So see how far in advance, and they're just in high school.
It needs to spread from the suburbs and come here.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it needs to come to schools in Chicago where there is just as many kids who are interested. I hope that grows.
Really great program.
It's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that with us, Mark. All right. Well, the Circus visiting another suburban school. Yeah, this is a fun story. It's an all 3-ring fun, and it's also a chance to learn. We have that story just ahead.
Is that you?
Wow. Yeah, I was going to try that.
Can double dutch.
Yeah, I got to tell you about air yoga.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've read that too. Not every day the circus shows up at your school, but that's exactly what happened in Dalton today.
Makes you want to run away and join the circus, and all the students had no idea what was coming. John Garcia tonight sharing the story that is making Chicago proud.
There is no teacher asking these kids to be quiet and listen. In fact, the ringmaster wants them to make some noise. The gym at Lincoln Elementary is a far cry from the big top the Universal Circus normally performs in. But getting to the circus can be challenging to many of these kids in Dalton, so city leaders and school officials are bringing the circus to them.
Half the time, majority of people cannot afford it, so why not bring the show to them?
The performers include Caribbean dancers and acrobats on roller skates, and even a double-decker jump rope performance. School officials say this is about more than just entertainment. It's also an educational opportunity for many of these kids.
A lot of our students have talent, and it shows them like what they can do with their talent and what they can be.
The gym is filled with more than 500 screaming kids. The school managed to keep the performance a secret until today. They brought the kids into the gym and raised the curtain.
Within the matter of the last 24, 30 hours, getting a call from the mayor's office, and we were able to arrange.
While this is just a sneak peek of the show, the full Universal Circus show runs in Washington Park through Halloween. In Dalton, John Garcia, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Do you see how much fun that was?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, his face, he was like a kid again.
We were saying at 4, Judy and I, like, well, after they had lunch after and recess, or like, to go back to school.
They're tired after that, though, I'm
Right,
sure.
that's
They're
what I'm
tired
saying,
because
like,
just all of the energy and the
amped up.
enthusiasm. And just for note, the Universal Circus tomorrow is having Halloween night.
At Washington Park?
Yes, the young kids are encouraged to wear their costumes, and they're going to be giving away surprise special treats to the trick-or-treaters tomorrow night.
It's good.
It is a fantastic circus, unbelievable, representing like 100 countries around the world.
Right.
I mean,
it's beautiful.
And the things that they do, you see them roller skating like that? You know,
They're talented.
we got to try that.
No
or the
way.
double dutch. In the
You can
We're
do that.
daredevils here.
I'm not. Up next is Starfield Night at the premiere of Black Panther.
Auntie
Wakanda
Riri.
Forever. Yeah, many brought tributes to Chadwick Boseman.
Plus, everybody, the new information just released about Prince Harry's upcoming memoir. We are on the Royal Watch on this Thursday. Of course, we have new details being revealed about Prince Harry's memoir.
It's set to come out in January. The book will be titled Spare, which is the nickname that was often used to describe Harry growing up. His brother William was the heir. Harry was called the Spare, and it seems the book's maybe darker than the uplifting pitch that was first announced. It apparently starts with Princess Diana's funeral, where William and Harry walk behind the coffin. Also includes his reasons for giving up royal duties and moving to the United States. It seems appropriate that he would start with the biggest thing that happened in his life.
At that time, he was 11 years old.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's life-changing, I think, for him, and it shaped who he is. And I bet a lot of people will read that.
And he's supposedly, it's going to be raw and very authentic and honest about his feelings. And he's going to talk about what it was like, you know, how the media called him the spare heir, but how it felt to be called that, to know mentally that you're never going to be the king, what that felt like.
Leaving them will allow him, you would think, to just tell it like it is, according to him. Like, if he was still in the royal family, he wouldn't probably be able to write the things that you're going to read about.
Right, because there are rules and regulations. And also there's talk that he had to go make some revisions since the death of Queen Elizabeth II.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, but that's reports, but he might not have, because how he wrote before she passed.
Yeah, will it change?
Right.
Huh. Yeah. The wait is almost over. Ooh. This one too for Black Panther fans.
Wakanda Forever hitting theaters soon, and the stars had a big premiere last night. Did you check it out? The movie will come in the wake of King T'Challa's death. The stars say that Chadwick Boseman's spirit was all over the film. It was all over the red carpet last night as well. The director wearing a necklace honoring Boseman, and one co-star had a painted image of him on her back. Wow.
So great. I am wearing an outfit. It's just in paint. That's all.
I was able to get this made when we were starting filming on this one. And you just wanted to keep him close and you know, as a reminder of what we were doing it for.
Our story very much embraces the grief that we were all feeling, and because T'Challa is gone in this story, the real question at the heart of this story is, how do you move on after tragedy, after loss? And that's what we needed.
Well, Black Panther Wakanda Forever hits theaters on November 11th, and I know pre-sales are already hitting records.
I mean, it's not long, it's just a few weeks.
I know, and they said that it's 2 weeks from tomorrow, I believe. And they said that before they filmed a single scene, they went to his resting place and they prayed together over him so that his spirit would anoint their entire project. So
how they weave it into the MCU universe, or the MCU, is going to be fascinating as well. But it's going to be a great story.
People say you cry, you laugh, and you scream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so many emotions when you watch that.
I cannot wait. Cannot wait.
Wakanda Forever.
It's so good.
All right, Ariana Grande showing off a new look. Oh, okay. She is officially gone blonde for her role as Glinda the Good Witch in the upcoming movie version of Wicked. Cynthia Erivo is going to be playing Elphaba. Yeah, do blondes have more fun?
I like the blonde. It looks good.
Yeah, and her voice.
Ooh,
I mean, she is going to, and Cynthia Erivo, wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be, have you seen the stage play?
No.
Wicked? Okay.
I know, I'm terrible.
All right, I haven't seen it either, but I do love the song For Good. It's very inspirational and positive and uplifting. And speaking of that, Rihanna has a song for Wakanda.
Oh yeah, we had it in the show a couple days ago.
Yeah, oh okay.
Yeah, we talked all about it.
Lift Me Up is the name of it.
We even played a little
bit. Okay.
Well, it comes out tomorrow.
It's tomorrow 12:01, because that's when Mama's gonna be getting it.
Right.
Okay.
It might be. It might be overnight. It was the one time we took our full 9 seconds to play the teaser.
But you didn't hear her voice.
No,
singing.
you couldn't.
You just heard the music. Yeah.
Right.
But she was on the red carpet last night.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
First song recorded in 6 years, and she's doing the Super Bowl.
Good for her. She's coming back strong. Well, she never left, but she's going to be doing good. We're going to go one last look at weather, but we were talking about aerial yoga real quick, and I thought it was in an airplane. It's not.
I thought it was Little Mermaid themed.
Right. So here we are with you both. And the irony, Greg, is both of us love yoga.
Yes, right. Both of you
I used to do it a lot more than I do now, but it's with bands and...
Right, fabric, and you're suspended in air.
And you did it.
I did it. Very challenging,
yes.
I might add, but it really works on the core.
Did it stretch you out?
Yeah.
You seem a little taller.
I'm sitting up straight, right?
I had to move
oh, that's
the chair
it, because
up a
the seat.
bit.
I pulled the seat up.
You're sore.
Oh, yeah. Oof. I mean, because you're wrapped in those fabric, and you're going up and down and upside down and flipping over, and you're hoping and praying you don't unwind incorrectly, because you can really
fall.
Yeah.
Twist up.
But, you know, got to work on it.
Man, I got a lot of cookie dough here. Like, this is just...
All the candy we've been eating for this month of October.
We're not done yet.
Oh, yeah.
And the forecast looks just pretty darn good.
Really
It does, yeah, fantastic. Real quick, I used to do a ton of yoga when I was in Denver. I used to MC every year. We did this thing called Yoga on the Rocks, which Red Rocks Amphitheater. Right?
Yes.
So there'd be a sunrise. It was like spiritual sunrise.
Yes.
And there's 300 people doing yoga in Red Rocks Amphitheater. They only do it a couple of weekends a year. Most magical thing in the entire world is the sun's rising to your east.
Do you have pictures?
Oh yeah, I got
next
pictures.
Time?
Yeah.
Because that really sounds phenomenal. Did you do the weather report right after the sun?
No, I emceed it and then I participated.
Okay. Oh, you got to enjoy it for once. You didn't have to work.
Fantastic.
Wow. Yeah.
But
we should do that. We could do that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Maybe not have the Red Rocks vibe, but
we could do the rocks on Lake Michigan, along Lake Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
right on Lake Michigan. There's some rocks out there. There's a sunrise out there.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That'd be a good east view. Yeah.
Right, the east view.
Totally.
Yeah, you guys let me know how it works out.
I'm down. 45 degrees of temperature. Maybe not tonight. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe we'll go like, I don't know, June or July or August.
Okay.
Yes. That does not look good right now.
Yeah, no, this is not ideal. 51 in Burns Harbor at this point. Although, I will say this, because the wind is off of the lake, it will stay warmer lakeside tonight. So you'll have upper 20s out away from the lake, and then probably lower 40s a little bit closer to the lake. It'll make that big of a difference this evening, but still a lot of frost. Watching this system, as I mentioned, that system kind of is moving out of the Rocky Mountains right now. It's going to dive off to the south as it does so, already kicking off some severe thunderstorm warnings out there in Texas. This will bring a few inches of rain to Texas. Then it makes its way up off to the north. That's why we're mentioning it here. And by Sunday evening, it takes a long time, right? It's really not that far away, but it's got to make a big old like U shape to come back up to us and actually give us some rainfall. A little bit later in the season, this type of storm is generally known as like a panhandle hook. It'll come out of the panhandle in Texas. These will absolutely in the wintertime clobber us with snowfall. Not the case here with this. Of course, again, it's just a little bit of rain, mainly in our southernmost counties, but I do think that some of those showers will make their way up off to the north again on Sunday. Until then, some freezing temperatures for tonight, a lot of them right around freezing, so I think we'll see frost with the exception of the lakefront where those temperatures will stay in the upper 30s to lower 40s. 63 on our Saturday, partly cloudy skies there, a few scattered showers on our Sunday. That's from the system from Texas that I was talking about. And then on Monday, the actual Halloween holiday, really not bad. Is this the guy that you guys named? What's his name? Mr. Funny Bones?
Yeah, Mr. Funny Bones. That works.
I truly didn't even notice him the first time that, I've been gone for like a week. I didn't even notice him the first time. And then now he's here.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have any skin. He's harder to see.
It's a skeleton crew. I mean, That's why you didn't notice.
He came out, now he's just like frozen.
You are on fire. I mean, you really brought it. You brought it back. Usually after vacation, you are right back at it.
But this is the stream team.
It is.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
the golden
all
hour,
the stops.
hour of power.
Yeah.
Grant's got new gym shoes, new sneakers.
Are we going to break? We got to squeeze one. Yeah, we got to squeeze one more break in. Sorry, Michelle. We'll be right back.
All right.
It's the world's largest jigsaw puzzle, at least according to Costco. Look at that thing. The puzzle is 60,000 pieces once you build it. It's 29 feet long and 8 feet tall. The design's map of the world with famous landmarks instead of the ocean. It's not cheap, though. It costs you about $600 plus shipping and handling.
Okay, that's
Big
a piece
box.
of artwork. So after you put it together, you get it lamented and you put it on the wall.
Right.
Because it's artwork.
huge.
And then you travel to all the places.
Take you a long
and
time
maybe
to put
take a little spot out every time you go somewhere. All right, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you at 10 over on ABC 7, everybody. Good night.
Sounds good.